Lovely gamers, my name is Jonal. Today we are doing another video where I'm breaking down some diamond gameplay. I did this, it's actually the same game as I did in last episode where I break down more how to control a choke and how I deal with that here on Hanamura. And this is far more about old discipline, how to use the Dragon Blade. So this is really important to understand, especially for these long defensive holds, right? So the enemy team has, on this example here, camped with the first one with 6 minute times in the bank. So I can't go out and really waste my blade. If I waste my Dragon Blade, there's a huge chance of us losing. And because I don't really 100% trust my team in doing complete correct old economy like happens in lower elos and so on, hell, it even happens in higher elos, I have some tricks and tips that I kind of want to show you guys on how I keep myself disciplined and in check on how I think to when I want to use that Dragon Blade. So with no further ado, just real not to start as always, my Twitch and Discord community, also my Twitter, is all linked down in the description. My Twitter is far more for me, a little bit more personally, learn a little bit more about me, and so on. And also, if you want to hire me as a private coach, it's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. It doesn't matter your rank, doesn't matter how good you are playing console, whatever. Previous team experience, nothing that matters. We can help you improve either way. So hit me up on our Discord server and we can hopefully plan a session. Now, let's really just start here. So I know that again we have Grav, and I know I also know that they have, because that's been called. So we have Grav, we also have Nano. So okay, Nano Blade, and we have Graviton, and then we have Rally. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to blade into the Graviton. I want to use the Graviton to build. So ideally for me, I would like us now to most likely use the Graviton and wipe them, or I would have to Nano Blade really, really early. But I'm going to play safe. I'm going to play very, very safe because of this blade. Because for me, again, I take this position here, which, as you guys know here on Hanamura, is a little bit of a power position for a Genji, right? Because you have the ledge here, so you can go up and down as you want and kind of control that. You have control over the choke, you have control over here. So when the enemy team want to push, if they want to push theirs, their backline is open, their flanks of the tanks are very, very open to multiple stuff. For example, Dragon Blade. If they want to push you, you can easily back off or go to your high ground to regroup with your team, right? You have access to a choke here. If they want to push like that, you can control to a certain extent the windows. And you can also to a certain extent control this area over here, at least to a certain extent, at least zone it or pressure it in some sort of way. So it's a really, really powerful position, and that's the one I'm going to be using for my Dragon Blade. So I have a couple of things. I want to avoid taking damage, and of course I want to avoid dying, logically. And I want to really be, I'm thinking mostly when do I press Q here. And I'm trying to, instead of looking for when can I press Q, when can I get a lot of kills, I'm thinking, when is it that when do I absolutely have to use it, right? When is it that we're losing, right? So we come here, right? We start pushing. The hog pushes me. I try to avoid damage. He uses his hook. That's fine. And then we start poking a little bit. I already see that the Reinhardt has split onto this high ground. I also know there's a break on me behind, and then the grab happens there. So instead of just hard engaging the grab, because again, I have the Dragon Blade. I know we don't have a dragon, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I see that there is splitting. Break behind me, Ryan up here, he's anti. So I don't want to take a damage. I want to make sure that, okay, if there's going to be any value out of this grab, my team can get the value out of it, and I will personally want to escape with the blade. So I'm going to go high, right? And worst case now I could kill the thing, and I avoided the break, so I'm restoring up my HP again, right? Now we got 1 kill, and that should tell me, okay, they lost their main tank. No need for me to pop the blade yet, right? I'm kiting backwards. I'm really just, again, trying to stay active. Now there's only a break. I'm going to be a little bit aggressive on her and try to push her, remembering that fucking nano break is scary. They popped the grab. I disengaged it, so I didn't get caught in it. They tried to cap. And now it's like, okay, so before I blade here or anything like that, you know, it's like, okay, we got majority of the team. The Ryan is dead, you know, so they're 4 down. I don't even need to get kills here, even if my team were dying. I just need to stall the hog, which I can easily do, right? Make sure I don't get a take. We're going to kill the hog. And they start popping a lot of ultis. But I'm still making sure that I'm not taking damage. I'm not over-aggressively committing here, because I know respawns are coming in. I know the Ryan is soon coming in here. So I'm trying to play here. I'm trying to play with cover, so I dodge a potential shatter like this. Right now, it's like, okay, they use whole hog, they use Graviton. They use whole hog, Graviton, and their Earth Shatter and so on, also, and their Nano Boost. They also, I think, used Rally. So, okay, I'm pretty safe now. I know that, again, I'm the only one with an ulti here, but I don't want to use it if possible. I want to make sure that this fight can be dragged out, so we can build up another Zarya ulti. We can maybe get a Nano. We can hopefully get a Dragon, right? So I rather want to let my team build up those before I do anything stupid with my Dragon Blade. So again, the Dragon Blade for me is just a fail safe. It's if everything goes to shit, I have it. So I'm gonna stay here, and I'm actually holding, you guys can't see it, but I'm actually holding my finger on the W, because I'm actually hoping, this is a little bit for pressure and so on, but it's to see where the enemy team is pushing, so I know how I want to position myself, but it's also to hopefully debate their Zenyatta to shoot or something like that, right? You can see the Hog and the Zenyatta coming on my left. I kept my eyes here, like alternating in between looking at those areas. So I have my hand on the flank, and you can see it here, that I immediately tried to flick onto the Zenyatta. I hoped that he was going to shoot. Of course he doesn't, so that's just, you know, a missed opportunity. Hog pushing high, sorry pushing low, so I'm okay, they're probably pushing low. Okay, taking a look, I could probably blade by now. But then the dragon came out. The dragon is not getting any value, but I also see the break pushed in alone. So, okay, one split. I only need one kill to not having to burn my base more time. So we killed the break, and now the enemy team disengaging, and we already won this fight. I no need to use my blade again, so now I can play it passive. And I'm constantly going to do that, right? Looking for a kill, looking for a split, and rather trying to find isolated targets and there, then finding good blade. I could probably get some really nice blades off and get some kills, and I could have done that much earlier. And so if I wanted to, but I didn't. Instead, I tried to rather play it a little bit more passive, aggressive, kind of just looking for kills. And again, making sure that I'm nice and healthy, I have my abilities up, kind of just letting my team do their thing. I'm supporting with damage, I'm looking for picks and so on. But in the end, I'm kind of like, if my team is starting to mess up, if the enemy team is like committing well a lot of ultis, they get something huge, then I have that blade that I can just go in and hopefully get some kills. Of course, Zenyatta is one of those priorities that I'm looking for. And looking for heroes that split is always nice in general, just because, you know, trans can't get to high ground and so on, and because they are so easy kills. So I'm playing a much more supportive role here. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not on fire. I'm not doing any huge plays here, because again, I want to make sure that I don't by accident, you know, dash into the enemy team, try to get a kill, and something happens, and I messed up, and I died, right? I don't want to make sure that that never happens when I had that Dragon Blade, because that's kind of like the huge spot if I have to come out on the point and 1v4 Dragon Blade into them, which is probably gonna go in me just getting absolutely destroyed. So I hope that this helps. This is a little bit talking about the ulti discipline. You can always ask a question down in that comment section, or when I go live on Twitch after the vacation, or of course ask on our Discord community or tweet at me on Twitter. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have some good holidays. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys please stay positive. I love you guys very, very much. My name's been Jonal. As always, guys, keep that enemy in your crosshair.